Hey, welcome to GameStop. Hi,
Mike Bison here.
what I want to talk to you about, GameStop.
GameStop.
GameStop is a dying business, and it's their fault. Video games topple the entertainment business, and the gaming industry itself grows each year. Meanwhile, GameStop has been losing more money each year. And why is GameStop crashed? Why is their stock worth less than toilet paper? They don't have a competitive advantage. They've lost the consumer's trust. They have nothing of value to give to you. Lastly, they don't have a single clue on what to do.
I don't know what to do. My whole brain is crying. Guys!
They know they have an expiration date. They know they're gonna die. Die. Okay, I need to stop here. I cannot proceed forward in the style this video is going. I thought this would be a fun challenge and little project, but has turned into this awful slog of lost time and way past my initial deadline. What I didn't plan on was having to fix all this in post. That was my first mistake. I didn't have a proper outline. It was my decision to approach it and then one take recording and believing I could get this video done quickly. Since this isn't the case, I've decided that I will not only redo this video from this point on, but I will also roast the video and myself alongside GameStop. This is to teach myself a valuable lesson in time management and a better plan of getting my ideas into fruition. I did that one breath. Why is the room spinning? Number one, my second problem. Making this video, it was all the time and energy I put in and about a minute of editing to make it work was that the original recording here, a 23-minute impromptu rant, wasn't good enough. I stopped myself numerous times and restarted, and luckily I managed to salvage about 7 minutes of usable footage. The cohesiveness was made entirely through force of squishing different various clips in an order, thus turning my ramblings from a mess and creating a less of a mess, narratively. If the footage was far better quality from the start with a proper outline and goal, I wouldn't have been killing myself. I thought to myself, fuck it, I need to make a video, and this was good enough. It wasn't a well thought out plan and something I had to take the time to step back from and try a new approach. Unlike GameStop's approach, which is believing that their competitive advantage would still be viable in today's market. GameStop's bread and butter has always been in the selling of used games and consoles. Did you know that GameStop wasn't even the first widespread retailer of pre-owned games? That title goes to FuncoLand. They were the ones that made the used game market popular. The history of FuncoLand and other game retailers is another story. If you want to know more of their history, hop on over to tdm.co. They have a great article written by Ernie Smith. FuncoLand was one of the many companies that were eventually absorbed by GameStop. At a time, GameStop was killing it in the pre-owned sales, and by the mid-2000s they had managed to buy out their closest competitor, EB Games. Everything was coming up GameStop. Yet their approach of being a brick-and-mortar retailer of video games and video game accessories was slowly and surely going to bite them in the ass. While the gaming industry has been booming in revenue each year, GameStop's own revenue has been trotting this downward spiral. All those profits of the used games had come at a cost. The goodwill between publishers and developers, since used game sales only went to GameStop. For a short time, a feud between game publishers and GameStop happened. A few publishers tried selling games with an activation code, and by giving a one-time use-only access to multiplayer or ownership. But today, with the ease of online shopping, anyone can buy a Nintendo Switch with a few taps on their phone. I would have if the shit wasn't sold the fuck out. Look at the prices! I'm not paying $600 on Amazon for this shit. Ugh! I should have bought it when I had the chance back in December when I graduated, but no! I didn't want to buy a baby's toy with my graduation money. Now I'm stuck inside. I'm getting off topic here. Okay, the use of the internet has made eBay, Amazon, and other online retailer websites explode in the selling and buying of used games.
And consoles.
All those games and consoles that were being cycled through GameStop have been circumvented and become a hard blow to GameStop's profits. Meanwhile, game companies have been reducing their in-store prices on older titles, another blow to the used game sales. GameStop has gotten more competition with other online retailers providing new alternatives to the used game market. Here's the list: Declutter, GameFlip, eBay, RRL, Trade for Cash, Games for Cash, Crap for Cash, A Boomer's Yard Sale,
I'm selling my son shit without telling him.
and Craigslist. While the three main companies, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, have grown their online stores, providing their newest game titles digitally with no need of a physical copy. Even big publishers have entered the ring with their own online stores selling digital console codes. Owning a game digitally means losing the option to sell it later, since now it's in the consumer's library. And another hard blow to GameStop. GameStop was too late to have a strong online presence, and has been overshadowed by other competitors. GameStop has turned into a relic. It should be noted here, they had some good intentions going into this project. Clearly the writing's on the wall. Whoa. But I wanted to cover this topic. The origin of this video idea came to me in bed, thinking about how GameStop was in the news once again. You know, it's always a headline that makes your eyes roll, and the most recent was with the pandemic. My goal was to say what I wanted to say in and out with a quick edit. Now here's my third problem. I don't do stand-up, improv, nor acting, so my anxiety level of public speaking, even in front of the camera, is significantly high. I'm sweating bullets by the end of the video. Look at this part here. Good luck. Bring in your own gloves. Jesus Christ, my voice is this monotone ass sound, yet somehow I sound nervous. If I was to finish the originally planned video, I would still be trying to cover it up of 80 new lines. I somehow thought I could just patch up my problem and get away with it. Much like how GameStop thought they would get away with staying open during this pandemic. They stated that they were essential retail business, when all they do is sell plastic crap, hats, and video games. They thought the public would be okay with our only video game retailer operating, and it wouldn't be a silly ass idea. And to top it off, they provided no protection for the workers when attempting to stay open. Reports of corporate telling their employees to use plastic bags for protection. If you worked, coming with your own gloves, sanitizer, and mask. Such a bad way to address the situation. Much like how I tortured myself having to edit this shit into something cohesive. My forte is in comedy writing, and instead of writing out like a normal fucking person would, editor me wants to kill the original video idea me so bad. It's a mess. I voiced some valid points in original footage here on how they mismanage their retail employees, resulting in a higher turnover rate, that corporate forces their retail stores to aggressively upsell their merchandise. If an employee sells a lot of memberships and inventory, do they get a cut of that sales? Or a raise for selling so much during a quarter? Nope, unless you're higher management, you won't get that small bonus from the store. But for everyone else, here's a 10% discount, and you can rent a game for a few days. Now here's the real kicker. GameStop is shrinking their inventory in their stores in order to save costs. So how does an employee make more sales if corporate shrinking their inventory, while still demanding them to keep upselling? The entire situation for the employees is fucked, and about as fucked as much in my eyes. What the hell is going on with them? I'm looking ready to pick a fight with an oversized gorilla. Look at the size of that one. It's so goddamn bloodshot. It's like I forgot how to blink. What the fuck did I take to make my eyes swell? Did I take a Quasimodo pill? I have visual evidence to prove that I didn't always look like I came out of a radioactive swamp. You know what? Thinking about how repulsive I look is about how a lot of consumers feel about GameStop, like it's this radioactive wasteland. Consumers try their best to avoid them because of the bad experiences. More than likely, if you're between the ages of 12 to 35, you've had a bad experience at GameStop. The horrors of trading and reselling of your games. You get pennies on the dollar for each trade. Get your stack of PS2 games, a Sega Dreamcast, and an unopened copy of Mario 64. Well, I'm gonna go off your hands for 5 pennies, an old button, and a bent paper clip. Deal, sir! The worst part is that we took these deals because we had no money, and it was the only way to get the game that we wanted. The infuriating thing is with the prices that GameStop sells back the pre-owned products, always making a huge profit. They sell the newest used game titles for $5 cheaper, but if you want to sell that new game back to them, look at the cash value here, it's pathetic. You get $16 while they turn it around and sell it for $55. When you trade in your games at GameStop, you get fucked just as much as the camera does to your face. What the fuck is going on with my double chin thing? Now, I'm coming to you guys with a new weight loss program. It is called Filming Yourself with a DSLR camera. Until you watch what you eat and work out a little bit. Just bully yourself with your own camera.
Tell images and burn your soul until we all little pieces.
Operators are standing by. Call now.
The last thing I want to mention about GameStop is that they've been closing stores across America to save money. This was the main reason why GameStop was trying its hardest to stay open during the pandemic. Having to be forced to close for safety reasons would cause a quicker loss of revenue than they projected. The last 5 years in North America alone, GameStop has been closing their stores across the country. And when they couldn't stay open during the pandemic, they almost instantly came out stating that they were planning to close over 300 stores this year. With the big loss of sales from used games, GameStop has turned to different sources for revenue. This is why their Funko Pop collection has grown, and why other pop culture merchandise has expanded in the store. They brought up the retailer thinking and moved that merch into their stores. They were tests of making GameStop into a retro sort of PC bank, making it more of a hangout for people, providing tables and chairs so people can play their card and tabletop games. and no real news of more stores transforming into that. So it seems it was just a desperate test to get consumers back into the stores. They have shifted their focus on selling more collectibles because of the bigger profit margin. I see the GameStop will not die easily, and we will probably see them coming back. It is like this cockroach that will somehow survive the nuclear bomb of this economic recession. To conclude, I hope this essay was as fun to read as it was fun to write. I haven't purchased anything from the store in over 10 years, and probably won't likely ever again. Even if they have a Nintendo Switch stocked at MSRP prices, with the Animal Crossing edition, I still wouldn't. GameStop has proven itself that they are not capable of treating their employees or consumers better. Their bottom line will always be about money before relationships. I don't see that change happening soon, but it will certainly change. Their storefront will adapt, and it won't be that game store that we have known. But truthfully, I'm done with talking about this stupid company, and I hope I never have to again. Thank you for watching. I'll be happy when this video is over and published. I have many more ideas in the pipeline, and if you liked what you saw, hit that like button. There's also that subscribe button. Also, have a good day.